Hello, I'm Woitzik, and I'll be your instructor today. Today we are learning a lesson on launching and docking. So if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and I will answer you as soon as possible. So for today's objective, it's after this lesson you will learn the proper technique of docking and launching a boat independently with 100% accuracy. Okay, so moving on. So firstly, what do you guys think you're going to need to properly launch your boat before you actually go in the water?
Life jacket.
Yes.
Gas.
No, you don't need anything. What you do need, though, is a rigged boat. So you need to make sure your sail is rigged and the tiller and your centerboard are in your boat. You need a life jacket, like you said already. And we need sunscreen, and if the wind conditions are like more heavy, we might need a windbreaker or a jacket. So then we also need our laser guns for fighting off those aliens because they're going to be out there. So starting off, how will the weather affect our launching and docking? How do you guys think it might affect our launching and docking? Anyone? Okay.
It's gonna push us in different directions, so
Okay.
make it difficult to dock.
Yes. Well, okay, windy days, we can rig the boats like on the water. So we just need we can rig the sail, but when we actually get on the water, we can rig them. So if we're going on in a run down the launch, then our sail is going to be really far out and it's going to be really hard to push us down the ramp. And then if our boat is on the run, like I already said, and then we're also going to need our proper equipment, like we already said, the sunscreen, the life jacket. And so watch out for aliens, everyone. They're going to be out there. So first, we're going to start with how to launch our boat. So first, we need to do a check for all of our equipment in the boat first. So obviously, our tiller, our rudder, all that good stuff. And then next, we should test the boat weight. So if it's really heavy boat, if we're taking out a 420, and it's too heavy for you guys, just let an instructor know. We'll come help you. We'll take it down the ramp, and everything will be good. And then to start moving our boat to the docking ramp, so the next step, we're just going to start moving the boat to the docking ramp, slowly, calm, and yes, so once we get the boat in the water, once we take it down the ramp, we're going to have one sailor take the dolly out of the water, and then one sailor take the boat to the end of the dock, and they can tie it up. So once the sailor has returned from putting the dolly away, we can now get that sailor to go in the boat, put the tiller and the centerboard in, and then after that, once everything's rigged, we can have the crew untie the boat from the dock, and they can push us off, and we're ready for liftoff. So now let's start how to dock. So we've been out there for a couple hours, we're fighting aliens, we're doing good. So first thing we should do is we should spot our landing. So we see our dock, we're coming in, we're like, okay, we've seen the landing. Next, we're going to communicate with the crew that we are going to dock. So you say, crew, are you ready? I'm ready. Everyone's ready? So we come into the dock. So we approach the dock slowly and calmly. So just don't get hectic. Like if it's a really windy day, you might need to take your sails down early. And yes, for our next step, we're going to do a J-dock turn. So basically what it looks like is you come in like this, and it resembles a J. So you avoid scratching your boat. And here's the dock. So if you come straight in, you're going to wreck the nose of your boat. So what you want to do is a J. And then, so take down, if you haven't already, take down your sails once you get on the dock. And then, so once you're doing the J-dock, right about here, you say, are you ready? So we come about, we tack, and then one person, the crew, jumps out of the boat, grabs the boat, and then we're good. You can tie up the boat. And then after that, we can de-rig the boat, and then we can also take the boat to the ramp, and then one sailor can take the dolly, push it in, and we can take it up the ramp. Remember, once you get in, you want to look for moon rocks in your boats, and always be prepared with the encounter with an alien. Alright, so are you ready for liftoff? First, I got all these steps, and now I want you guys to put them in order. So this is for launching a boat. Okay, there we go. You guys may start.
Okay. Check for all equipment in the boat. Maybe that's a good start. Okay. Test the weight of the boat, right?
Yep.
He said that was up there, right? Start moving. This is for launching, right?
Yep.
So I don't know whether you do the check first, but then start moving the boat to launch.
Yeah, but then you have to test the weight.
Oh, test the weight
Yeah.
first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Slowly take the boat
To
down
the
the
launching
launch?
area. Yeah.
down the launch. Okay. When shall I jump at the tether center? I have the sailor jump on board. Let's move something from here. Take the dolly out of the water. Turn the dollies away. What about this one? Have the sailor outside the boat. What do you think that should go?
No. So, well, here, you guys finish, and then I'll correct you guys after.
Okay, so we do the equipment check.
These first 4 are correct.
Okay. Have the sailor outside the boat, untie the boat, and push off. Okay, so that a push off would be they're leaving the dock.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect.
And then once the boat's in the water.
Yep.
Okay, what do you think?
Perfect. It's
Okay.
perfect. Okay, perfect. This looks good. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay, so now for the next exercise. So how do we return from mission? So we've been out sailing 1 or 2 hours. We're coming in. How do we move? If this is our boat, how do we take this into the dock if the wind is coming from here in this light wind? You guys know?
In a J form.
Perfect. So if this is our boat, how would we come in if we were to move that? Okay, perfect. Yes, so this is the correct form, but if we were to come like this, since this is our dock, it's gonna be really shallow waters here, and since we haven't taken out our tiller and our centerboard, we're gonna scratch it along here. So that was good what you did. Now, say the wind's coming from here. So if we were to come our regular J dock, we'd be in a full run. So that means our sails we'd be going really fast, and our sails would be really far out, and it'd be really hard for our crew to get out of the boat and hold on to our boat. So how would we do this if the wind's coming from here and say it's 12 knots, so really heavy wind? Well, heavy wind.
We'll probably need to take the sails down first.
Okay, perfect. So we'd still go in the J-dock formation, but we would just want to take our sails down right about here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like 20 meters out, we take our sails down. So we're coming a little more calm in. We sail with our jib if we're in a 420. If we're in an opti, then we can still come in relatively slow. But if we come in, we just do our regular J form, and then we're good. Okay, perfect. So now for the last game, we just have a quick game, and it's basically like a little form of Jeopardy. So if you guys, does anyone want to go first? You both want to go first? Who wants to go first?
Alex, you go first.
Volunteers? Okay, perfect. So we got a couple categories. We have launching and docking. So which would you like?
Docking.
Docking. So docking for 300, 200, or 100?
100.
Okay. So what kind of dock do we do? So we just went over this. So it goes in a letter. What letter? Do you remember?
J.
Perfect. So it's called the J dock. Basically, we come in, we just do a little J formation. We make sure we don't get any scratch on the boat. Perfect. This one's yours. Okay. After yours.
I'll take launching for 200, Ben.
Okay. Perfect. What is the last step before launching? So just remember, the first step. So before launching. So what do we do? What do we need to have?
We did check the equipment in the boat.
Perfect. Yeah, we need to make sure we got all the equipment in the boat. We have our life jackets. We have our sunscreen if it's a windy day.
And test the weight of the boat.
Perfect. Yeah, we need to make sure the weight isn't too heavy. So we just lift up the dolly real quick, see if we can take it down by ourselves or with our partner, or if we need to get an instructor to help us take it down. Okay, Alex. Now for yours. What do you want?
Docking for 200.
Okay, so what should we do on a windy day when docking? When it's very windy. What do we do? When we come in. So like if it's a really windy, I know I'm saying this again. It's a really windy day. We're far out, and it's just gonna be too hectic for us to come in. What should we do with our sails?
Let them go down.
Perfect. Yeah. So if we're maybe 20 meters out, like we just said. We just take them down real quick so we're not going as fast sailing with the jib, or if we're in opti, we should be fine. Okay, perfect. So, Mom, what do you like?
I'm going to take docking for 300.
Okay, so this one's a little harder one. What are 3 things you need to do before docking?
Before docking?
Yeah.
Okay. Before docking.
Okay, so like
So like you mean like to like take down the sails like in heavy winds?
Yeah,
So you could take down
so-
your sails.
Mhm.
Don't stress out. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good answer. But we also have the first thing we just need to communicate with our partner. So you just need to say like, are you ready
Everybody's
to
ready.
dock? Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. So if like, are you ready to dock? I'm ready to dock. We just go in slowly, and then the second one is we just need to stay calm. You need to do that, and then we just need to approach the dock. So that's basically it. And then last step would just be to have when you're coming along the dock, just have your crew step on the boat, catch the boat, and that'd be perfect. Okay, perfect.
Right.
So Alex, what would you like?
Launching for 100.
So what are 2 things that we need to do before launching? Well, that we need. Sorry.
A life jacket, and if it's hot out, sunscreen.
Perfect. Yeah, we always need to make sure sunscreen on so we don't get any sunburns, and our life jacket just in case we fall in the water. Perfect. So I guess, Mom, that leaves you with launching 300. So what are the 2 steps you must do when your sailboat goes in the water?
2 steps, like putting in the rudder, the centerboard,
Yeah.
and the tiller thingy.
Yeah, perfect.
Rudder.
The tiller.
Yeah.
All right. So, class, that concludes our lesson.